The only thing white people have lost they have lost the ability to do is to say nigga without consequences. That's it. What else have they lost? Donald Sterling said made $2 billion saying.
Well,
Joe Rogan said he made $150 million saying.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate. I would like to thank my incredible cast. Wumi, thank you so much for giving Smoke opportunity to be him.
D.L. Hughley is letting everyone know he's not a fan of the Academy Awards, and he had some words for Michael B. Jordan about winning an Oscar after that shameful incident at the BAFTAs. Now, to be clear, D.L. didn't bash Michael personally. Instead, he called out the whole system for what he claims is a humiliation ritual of black actors. D.L. previously explained that he doesn't really put much significance on these awards and said that black people shouldn't beg white people to love and accept us. And then he tweeted this: "Whether it's the Oscar committee or a grand jury, whenever people meet in secret, the results ain't gonna be good for black people." Mind you, DL has been around Hollywood long enough to see what you lose when you get something. And that is what it's saying happened with Michael. DL watched Will Smith campaign hard for years, only to finally win after slapping another black man at the same ceremony. He saw Halle Berry win an Oscar for playing a black woman who falls in love with a racist prison guard who executed her husband. The role required graphic scenes, trauma, and ultimately, a white man's redemption through Halle's character. And what happened to Halle after that win? Her career kind of faded away, and now she's mostly doing straight-to-streaming movies. When Halle won in 2002, she dedicated her award to Dorothy Dandridge, the first African-American woman nominated for an Oscar, and to every woman of color who had to fight for a seat at this table.
This moment is for Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, Diane Carroll. It's for the women that stand beside me, Jada Pinkett, Angela Bassett, Vivica Fox, and it's for every nameless, faceless woman of color that now has a chance because his door tonight has been opened.
But what did Halle's win actually change? Halle herself admitted she thought it would mean more opportunities, more meaningful roles. Instead, she got Catwoman. And here we are 24 years later, and Halle is still the only black woman to win the Oscar for Best Actress in a Leading Role. And then there was Lupita Nyong'o. She won the Oscar for Best Actress in Supporting Role for 12 Years a Slave, but the only thing she got from that was more offers to play slave roles.
After I won that Academy Award, you think, oh, I'm gonna get lead roles here and there.
Supporting Role for 12 Years a Slave, but the only thing she got from that was more offers to play slave roles.
After I won that Academy Award, you think, oh, I'm gonna get lead roles here and there. Oh, Lupita, we'd like to play another movie where you're a slave, but this time you're on a slave ship, After I won that Academy Award, you think, oh, I'm gonna get lead roles here and there. Oh, Lupita, we'd like to play another movie where you're a slave, but this time you're on a slave ship. Those are the kinds of offers I was getting in the months after winning my Academy Award.
Now here's where this entire Michael B. Jordan Oscar thing becomes messy. Just weeks ago at the BAFTAs, Michael was presenting an award when a man with Tourette's syndrome shouted the N-word at him and his Sinners co-star, Delroy Lindo.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here.
to celebrate.
And yes, the man has Tourette's, so let's just say it was a complete coincidence that he happened to shout that specific word at the exact moment when two black actors were on stage. That part we can buy. But here's where it gets weird. The BAFTAs were pre-recorded with a 2-hour delay, and the BBC had time to edit some other moments they didn't want the audience at home to see. And let's be real, if he yelled a slur at a certain other group of people, the BBC would have cut it with zero hesitation. So why did they leave it in? What was the purpose of letting two black actors be humiliated like that in front of millions around the globe? And here's what else is weird. Michael B. Jordan said nothing about the incident. Delroy Lindo later told reporters he wished someone from BAFTA spoke to us afterwards, but Michael stayed silent and just took it. And then weeks later, he wins an Oscar. And this is what DL means by a humiliation ritual. First, you're publicly degraded. Then the same institution that failed to protect you hands you a gold statue, and you're expected to smile and thank them.
It's like they're testing you. Can you take the humiliation and still play nice? Can you be a good black